Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you for being with me again today. Today's article not clarified, actually, gave me an answer to a question that I had for some time. And that question was, okay, you Russians are, I don't want to say threatening, but you're letting the West know that if they supply weapons or I don't know, missiles to Ukraine, then you will respond. I was waiting. How are you going to respond? What's the answer to that question? The Great Britain said that they're going to send some missiles that can reach hit up to 50 miles, and they will deliver those to Ukraine if Ukraine pinky promises that it's not going to hit, um, not going to use them to hit inside the Russian territory, the territory of Russia. The same Americans said, yeah, we're going to send you those missiles and promise you're not going to hit, they're going to be not long range, they're going to be short range, okay? Even though the United States agreed to send long range. I don't know, long. 60 miles is long? I don't think so. I would say uh, 400 kilometers is long, but nevertheless. But the Ukrainians promised and said, promise on my whatever, and just send them to me, and we'll talk about after I do it. We figure things out then. So now I found out, thanks to this article that I found, uh, what would be some or one of the consequences. And I think there's two actually. One that is related to the other one, and they mentioned the first one, and it is the person who reveals this little detail or the answer gives the answer is none other than the Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. He has balls, big balls of fire. All right, let's go here and see. This is the Republic World from June 7th. So he's been waiting for me for a day. I didn't get it. June 7th. All right. Russia's Lavrov renews warning to West against supplying long-range weapons to Ukraine. I was okay. I heard this like 50 times already, which is, I warn you, what are you going to do about it? It's always, okay, I'm going to do something. What are you going to do? Tell me. And again, do you have a high rating of, I don't know, following through with your threats or warnings or not? No, then I don't take it into consideration. Yes, okay, I pay attention. So, Lavrov said on Monday that the longer the range of the weapons the Western countries will supply to Ukraine, the further Moscow will move away the line of threat. Thank God I got the answer. So in Arabic, that means that if you send them to Ukraine, we're gonna get more and more and more of Ukraine's territory. So you can push your long-range missiles further and further to the west, so you have a longer distance to hit us. Thank God. Now we can all go to bed nicely after. All right, let's see what's going on here. In its latest warning to the West amid the Moscow-Kiev war, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said on Monday that the longer the range of weapons the Western countries will supply to Ukraine, the further Russia will move away from the line of threat from its territory. According to the Russian news agency TASS, during a press briefing, Lavrov even referred to the previous warnings floated by Russian President Vladimir Putin over weapons delivery to Ukraine by the West. The Kremlin leader had said that Moscow's forces would hit Ukrainian target not yet struck if the West supplies missiles to Ukraine. All right. And Lavrov on Monday cautioned Russian President Vladimir Putin has already commented on the situation that will emerge with the arrival of the new armaments. And I can only add that the longer the range of armaments that you will supply, the further away we will move from our territory, the line beyond which neo-Nazis can threaten the Russian Federation. And then according to the Russian, this is another thing, another good point here. According to the Russian foreign minister, it is wrong to make the situation boil to had there been no special operation, there would have been no weapon supplies, which is a simplification, reiterating disagreement Russia has with NATO and the Western nations, Lavrov said, all right, ready? I'm quoting, the point is that we had been warning Great Britain, the United States, and other NATO members for 20 years. Dear friends, you signed the commitment in 1999 that no state will strengthen its security at the expense of other states' security, and so why can't you do that? Why did it turn out to be a lie? End quote. Yeah, it has been saying this for some time, but I don't know if you guys had um, uh, are familiar with what they said. And he went out to point out, Lavrov, and I'm quoting, and instead you say, get away from us. We admit whom we want. And you have expanded 5 times closer to our borders. You got that? Or you don't care? Then you have this thing happening. So you see, however you turn it, the signs were there, the warnings were there, the conversations were there. This, I'm going to save this, because every time someone says something stupid, I can say, okay, this is what these guys are saying, and kept saying it. I watched so many press conferences and interviews of Lavrov, of Putin, talking about this, that I know it by heart. And it's been not in the past year or so. It's been for about 3, 4, 5 years. So yeah. And then he said Lavrov remarks came in the backdrop of the United States administration announcing on June 1st that it would provide a more advanced military aid package to Ukraine, including HIMARS, high mobility artillery rocket systems, weapons, and ammunition. U.S. President Joe Biden administration said that the first batch would include 4 rocket systems. U.S. supply of weapons can drag third country into war, Lavrov said. This is not the first time the Russian foreign minister threatened the West against sending weapons. Do it, we're going to do this. Sending weapons to Ukraine. After the United States Secretary of State Antony Blinken, low IQ, announced plans to deliver advanced weapons for Ukraine forces in a new $700 million aid package, Lavrov had said Washington's move would raise the risk of dragging a third country into conflict. Who do you think that might be? This risk certainly exists. The things that the Kiev regime unapologetically demands from its Western patrons, firstly, overstep all bounds of decency and diplomatic relations, and secondly, are a direct provocation aimed at drawing the West into combat. Al Arabiya English quoted Lavrov as saying, see, I was speaking Arabic here. There you have it. There you have it. Now we know what's going to happen when those weapons are going to come. If they're 80 miles, then they're going to take 80 miles of the Ukrainian territory. If there's going to be 1,000 miles, they're going to go to Portugal. So you're in trouble, guys. No, if you think of it logically, it makes sense. But I was waiting, personally I thought they're going to say, well, I'm going to hit the deliveries wherever they're going to be delivered in the countries. But I said, man, they're going to what? They're going to hit Poland now? I don't think it's going to happen. Poland has to do something first, like really like armed. If the Russians find out that there are Polish soldiers in Ukraine fighting against the Russians, Poland will be right there. I guarantee you that. But I posted a video a minute ago regarding Polish population unrest, civil unrest in Poland due to the high prices. The standard of living is going down, so people go in the street and say, hey, government, we didn't vote for this. And the government said, democracy, work in the system, okay? Vote in 5 years. See you in 5 years. Until 5 years, you won't have a country anymore. We take care of it. We give it to the Russians now. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. Where are you? Here.